He's the better looking of the McCourty brothers. He's Devin McCourty, the Patriots safety, won 3 Super Bowls, and he joins us on the program. I thought that'd bring a smile to your face. I called you the better looking McCourty brother.
It's been rough, man. Everywhere I've gone so far, all I keep hearing about is how great he's doing on TV. He's this, he's that. I just don't see it.
Why is he not playing? Or why are you still playing?
Well, he started a year before me, so I had to make sure I caught up to him. But he got old and slow, so he had to retire.
All right, we're going to play the Devin McCourty game, and Paulie, would you give the official rules here? Devin can't play, but he can listen to this.
So Devin started his career as a cornerback, then switched to safety in year 3. Okay. So he has played 205 career games at cornerback, basically.
Out of how many games?
205. He started every game of his career. So that got me thinking, that seems like a lot of games for a safety.
Wow.
Over 200.
Okay.
How many safeties in NFL history have started 205 games or more like Devin McCourty has? And can you name any of them? Can we name them?
Did one play for the Steelers?
No. I'll give you the teams. There's only 3 all time. One was a Patriot for quite a while. One was an Eagle forever. One was mostly in Atlanta.
Wow.
Lawyer Malloy, 213 starts. Brian Dawkins, 221 starts. And Eugene Robinson. That's the only 3 in history that better than McCourty.
Damn, that's pretty good company there.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Now, you don't have load management. If you were an NBA player, you wouldn't be playing every single game. I mean, you've started every game. You played every game.
We don't have that in football. We're always told availability is the best thing you can bring to the team.
You faced Joe Burrow. What do you see with Joe? If you're on Kansas City, or you were talking to somebody on the Chiefs, what would you say? Do this, don't do that against Joe Burrow.
I think one of the biggest things that Kansas City's gonna have to do is you got to disguise coverage. When we played him, watching film, you could tell he was reading coverages pretty well. But when we got out there, different disguises, things we were doing in the beginning part of the game, it really felt like he had a beat on us. I mean, I think he might have had 3 incompletions in the first half, something ridiculous, and just kind of marching up and down the field. And we did a better job in the second half, not only disguising, but also running multiple coverages, different things, running coverages that look like other coverages. So you don't want to line up really in the same defense over and over again, or just stand still because he's that good. And there's receivers that he's throwing to, they're pretty good too. So you're going to have a long day if you don't do a good job disguising coverages and just competing against those guys.
What would you do with Mahomes? How would your strategy be different knowing that he has this high ankle sprain?
That's the hard thing, man. Watching yesterday, I just saw a couple of things on Twitter with him jogging around the field. By Sunday, I just don't know. By this weekend, that ankle might be pretty good. I don't know if you're going to be able to do a lot differently than what you would have normally done. He might not be as mobile, but I still think he's going to be able to move around the pocket pretty well. Just because if he's moving that well on a Wednesday, you just kind of look forward and you fast forward to by the end of the weekend, he's going to be feeling probably pretty good. And, the continued treatment and what he'll do on game day for that ankle, I think he'll be moving pretty well.
Explain to me why Travis Kelce is always open.
Well, I will say, watching the Jaguar game, once Mahomes got hurt, I would have changed my whole game plan up, and we would have doubled Kelce every play. I don't care if we would have had a gaping hole in the coverage somewhere else. We would have doubled him. But I think he's such a mismatch. You try to put a corner on him or a smaller safety that can run with him. He does a good job using his length, his strength. And if you put a linebacker on him, he's just too athletic. And then I think the biggest thing he does is like you said, if you play zone, he understands how to get in the gaps, how to get open, don't run the coverage. Mahomes knows him. So I think you put those two guys together, you have a guy that is a big target, and you got a quarterback that understands where he's going to be. You're in for a long day, and he continues to do that in the playoffs and throughout the regular season.
But what's the difference between trying to cover Kelce and trying to cover Gronk in practice?
Gronk just was. I mean, he's humongous. I think Kelsey naturally is a better route runner. The different things he was able to do when he first got in the league. For me, I came in with Gronk as a rookie, so the evolution of Gronk of being able to, I think, really in his prime when he was really killing, he was a good route runner. He understood how to run right up on defenders' toes. But I just think Gronk is just so big. It was always tough to even get past breakups to reach around him and get to the ball. And then Tom used to put the ball only where you couldn't get it. It was almost an impossible cover.
He's Devin McCourty, the Patriots safety, won 3 Super Bowls. Your favorite Brady story is what?
Favorite Brady story. I'll probably say obviously a lot of stories playing with him and winning games, but it was fun competing against him back, last year when we played Tampa, I think, early in October. Later in the game, when you play Brady, you gotta be on it and you gotta be smart. Your strategy has to be, on point. So at some point later in the game, we finally decided to go an all-out blitz. And he got us a little bit with the snap count. So as he's sitting there, he smiles at us, knowing what's coming, and he completes a pass to break, and I'm running down on him. And as soon as he completes the pass, moving backwards, he goes, "Come on, Dev, blitz 0. You think I'm not going to know that?" And starts laughing. And it just reminded me of all the battles we had in practice of talking trash and us always telling him he was lucky we couldn't hit him, and then him doing it in the game, and just a true Brady moment.
Well, Rodney Harrison would talk about how Brady would get so upset with the defense in practice. Yeah.
Oh, we've had times where he's taken the ball and punted it in the stands if we're in the stadium, throwing the ball, instead of throwing the ball away, like out of bounds, he chucks the ball 20 yards over the fence so somebody has to go get the ball. Those are the days as a defense where, because once that happens, now we're not stopping. We're going to keep talking to him, keep getting him angry. But I will say those are the days that made our team better throughout training camp in the season.
Everybody who plays for the Patriots, they all say Bill Belichick is funny. He just never shares that with us. So go ahead, Devin. Tell me that Bill Belichick is funny.
I'll tell you this. I've had to do a lot of production meetings the night before the game, my 13-year career. I hate going after him because you watch his press conferences, it's, quick answers. Every once in a while, he'll give a long answer. But you get him in those production meetings with his guys that he's seen over the years, like our last game against Buffalo. I have to go after him, and Romo's in there, and Nance. And I'm in there, and I'm waiting to go. They're still going. 15 minutes go by. Finally, they're like, these guys got to get off to meetings. So I finally sit down. But now Romo gets up with Bill, walks over to the door, and they're still talking. Romo, they're over there laughing and joking. So it is cool to see him, behind the scenes. And I think not only the players, different people, I would say in the football world that he's known for a while and has good relationships with, they also see that other side of him. That's pretty unique that you don't always see from a media standpoint.
Well, good luck. Congratulations. You're playing next year, right?
I'm still figuring that out. For a second, I thought you were telling me that they were going to put us in the AFC Championship game this weekend because somebody got disqualified. So I was liking that good luck too. But no, I'm figuring it out and going to take some time over these next few months, vacation with the family, just enjoy some downtime, and then see how I feel in a couple months.
You could make the announcement right here. Here it is. This end, Devin McCourty, former Patriots safety.
How would my brother feel if I did that? He would probably want me to do something.
Oh, you're right.
He'd be pretty angry.
You're right.
Trying to get me in trouble, man.
Will you make the announcement of what you're doing next year with your brother?
I'm going to ask my kids. My daughter, she's 5 now. She's been adamant on me not playing football anymore. So whatever I decide, I'll let her decide how we do it.
Okay. I think that would be nice. Give your brother, something, help his career a little bit. Okay?
Help. Well, he makes fun of me so much on TV. I'm not sure. Every time I have a bad play, he puts me up on a segment. But anytime I have a good play, I never see any of my good plays on his show. So
well, help a brother out. Literally, help a brother out. Devin, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Devin McCourty. He won 3 Super Bowls there, Patriots safety. His brother is Jason McCourty. He's done some nice work in the media there.